Gonzalez. Oh, what a strike. Shields, he's gone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Oh, that was pretty.
Welcome back to ISPN.TV, where we release our latest top 10s of Class 4A and 5A Colorado High School football, along with Marty Cesario, Brian Roth back with you. Happy to have you aboard with us today. And let's take a look at those top 10s. And really, there's not a lot of movement, but there was just a little bit of movement down at the bottom of the 5A top 10s. As you look at it there, Arapahoe is out. Horizon is our new team there. And Marty, you had a chance to see Mike Campbell and those Warriors against Bear Creek, a game we feature right here on Xfinity Sports and CET. Your thoughts on the Warriors? Boy, they had a big lead. It would end up losing it, in 40-23 would be the final score of that contest.
You have to produce victories and you know, obviously have an unblemished record to stay near our top 10. You know, obviously we have you know, cases where that wouldn't be the case with Regis, you know, having a couple losses, but look who they lost to. Arapahoe, though, you know, don't be fooled by the score. If you look at it, you see 40-23, and you were kind of like that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
yep.
What happened? They get drilled. Not the case. Arapahoe was actually ahead 26-14 late in the third quarter. Then they had a couple of key critical mistakes and then couldn't handle that kind of adversity, and eventually Bear Creek ran away. But I like Arapahoe. You know, if things come out well, you know, they've got a schedule ahead of them in Columbine and Mullen coming up next year in the next couple of weeks. They get those victories, they'll skyrocket maybe near the top 5. Arapahoe is a very good club. Coach Campbell's got some great players. Certainly, Alec Geiser is an amazing quarterback. That defense has got some studs back there, and Isaac Prudhomme, and you got you know, Justin SQ and Tyler Usler, a really nice linebacking crew, very deep. Watch out for Arapahoe. Even though they took this loss and they're disappointed, they're definitely going to be back.
Yeah, we thought about keeping Arapahoe in at a 5-1 mark. Obviously, that was just their first loss of the season. Then we thought, well, but do we have to put Bear Creek in because Bear Creek did beat them? And the answer was kind of yeah, but Bear Creek has the 2 losses, certainly forgivable ones to Grandview and Mullen. And we decided to go ahead and throw the Front Range League a little bit of love and we get Horizon in there.
Yeah, wanted to celebrate them. Coach Ybarra, you know, hey, he's got his Hawks at 5-1. Always like to focus on who they've beaten. They've topped a pretty good Fairview squad that we know Coach McCartney has a lot of depth and a lot of senior leadership. You know, the Front Range League's not as strong as it has been in previous years, but hey, man, you go 5-1. They got a great running game, which I always like when you head towards November football. Andrew Patrick, which we've seen a few times and just love him, and also he's got a nice compliment in Brett Henry. Things are looking good for Horizon, and they're very, very excited with what's going on in that program. So again, I think the whole point is have a little fun and celebrate what the Hawks are doing so far.
Yeah, they have an opportunity to win that Front Range League and perhaps go 8-1 heading into the 5A playoffs. By the way, we also had our first look at Columbine here this year on CET this past week. They scored that 35-7 victory over Heritage. And yeah, it's a team that continues to come along. Andrew Lowry telling us before the game it's not where they want it to be yet, but they're getting better each and every week. Cameron McDonald was absolutely brilliant once again. Cesar Lopez was outstanding for the Rebels as well. So they stay right there at number 5 in our latest polls. All right, to Class 4A, and just like 5A, well, most of the teams won. At least 1 through 9 all won here this past week. But our 10th ranked team in last week's poll, Rock Canyon, they had number 1 Valor Christian. We didn't know what to expect outside of most likely a Valor win. Valor beat them 58-13, so Rock Canyon drops out. And Marty, we welcome back Greeley West.
Yeah, Coach Rogie, I mean, they just keep plugging along. Their losses are within that league, and we do this every year, where it just depends on, you know, Longmont, Monarch, Greeley West, who's going to come out on top. Right now, it's obviously the Trojans, and we'll talk about them because, you know, I think Spartans, Trojans are going to be taking on each other. But certainly the Greeley West deserves to be back up. They're a very strong club compared to a lot of the others. You know, we had Widefield Gladiators are 5-1 right now.
Yeah.
They're real strong too. But we thought that Greeley West, you know, probably just a notch above what's going down in the Springs with Widefield.
Yeah, Greeley West sitting at 4-2. A couple of other 4-2 teams that were kind of on the radar: Prairie View, Falcon, each sitting at 4-2. Again, Marty mentioned the Gladiators of Widefield coming in at 5-1, but we put Greeley West back in there. As we look at the top 10 once again, you see Montrose there. They had a bye week. Montrose sitting at 6-0. They get the #1 ranked team at 5A coming up this week in Grand Junction. I don't know if we expect them to win that game, Marty, but I think we'll get a better understanding of Montrose after this week.
Yeah, we surely will, and you know, it's a whole different culture over there on the western slope. Montrose only, you know, just about 40 minutes south along Highway 5550 there. You know, we'll see. We'll find out. You're undefeated right now, but, you know, we know about Grand Junction because they've come over and visited a few times over here and then taken care of teams like Highlands Ranch. If the Indians, you know, take the top team in 5A, we will shoot you to the top of 4A.
Well,
except for
not in front of Valor.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Sure, but,
except for Valor.
Yeah, no, they have to be figured into the mix up there at #2, #3, but probably #2. We'll see what happens there. It'll be a big week for Todd Casebeer and those Indians of Montrose. As Marty mentioned, we're going to have a handful of games this week, as well as that Longmont Greeley West game coming up this week up from District 6 Stadium in Greeley. We're looking forward to that one. As always, thank you for joining us here at ISPN.TV. Check in next week as we'll have our latest editions of the 4A and 5A Top 10s.